Okay,
right.
listen up.
All right, Loud Idiots are exceptionally proud and happy to be here with the Sleepaway cast reunion going on this weekend here at Monster Mania. I'm going to go down the row. Who do we have with us?
Karen Fields, I was Judy.
Frank Saladino, I was Gino.
Desiree Gould, Aunt Martha.
Paul DeAngelo, Ronnie. Jonathan Tiersten, Ricky.
You were on the show. I don't want to even see you right now, all right? That's all right.
That is so not nice.
Guys, how is it being here at Monster Mania for this whole event?
I'm shocked. This is my first convention, and I cannot believe how many people really love this movie. And everyone's so nice, and people say they really are happy to see me, which I'm very surprised. And
I get that a lot, actually.
Nice.
Actually, I was going to ask, who are the virgins here? Us two.
I have never been here.
This is our first
I find that hard
convention.
to believe, actually.
Well, we're not anymore because we've been here for you out. We're here.
Yes, we were de-virginized about 7 o'clock about 5 o'clock this evening. That's right. But I got to tell you, I was it was incredible to see the degree the movie changed the lives of some people. I mean, I've seen tattoos on people with the Sleepaway Camp logo, which was incredible. It was first of all just to see the cast again after one of many. Oh my gosh, that's amazing! But just to see the cast again is fantastic. It's just wonderful. It's like a family again that we had 27 years ago. But also to see how the fans have kept us alive after all of these years. I was never aware of this, but I'm so happy to find out that we were all risen from the dead, so to speak, and oh my gosh, it's just a wonderful feeling. So thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
The
God.
non-aging cast.
It really looks so great. Oh my God.
And if Felissa were here, she would absolutely round out the whole thing, because Felissa Rose, I mean, she looks like she's 25 years old,
25, and she's working on her third baby. She's gorgeous. She really is. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Thomas Carver.
All right. Now, there is a huge rumor going around right now that there is going to be a Sleepaway Camp reunion movie.
Yes, there is going to be one.
Not a rumor.
It's not a rumor.
It's not a rumor.
We've all decided.
It's not a tumor.
This evening I learned from Robert Hiltzig, the director, that he's really thinking of doing another movie and putting all the actors from Sleepaway Camp, the original Sleepaway Camp, in this new movie that's coming out.
Yeah, except he wrote me out because he hates me.
No, hardly true. So we are looking forward to all being together again.
Because everyone knows that the death is not really conclusive, because she just gets.
I was the one holding the curling iron, so I know what happened.
And I carried you out, so
We really don't know. So
out of the woods
Right, I was
Nobody
fine,
saw
wasn't I?
because he's alive.
I thought I was good.
no pulse was taken. So I don't know.
All right. So,
Pulse schmulse. I mean, who takes a pulse there?
all right. So real quick then, if this is happening, when is it going to happen?
Here's the big question. We better get the director over here right now.
Honestly, what I would say is that because of the groundswell that's happened, even in the last couple of years, I know that the people who are listening probably understand even more than you guys do, that the financing is not going to be exactly rocket science. This is a pretty easy
Are you saying
slam
it's
dunk.
going to be
It's going to be much
better?
more
expensive?
No, it's going to be more expensive. Robert's already told me what the budget would be,
Wow.
but it's going to be a lot quicker.
Oh, good.
It will be done much more quickly than this one
There will
was.
be those investors that would be,
They're gonna be
more
out there
than
because
willing
they're gonna make money.
to be a part of this show.
Because Return to Sleepaway Camp did just fine.
And
It's on Amazon's top 10 list top 100 list for like 4 weeks when it came out, which is
Great.
for a low budget horror film is like unheard of.
So that tells you about the fan base then. I mean, there's,
And-
talk about staying power, and
Return
people
to
want to
Sleepaway
see
Camp-
it.
Return to Sleepaway Camp is going to gain momentum just like the original Sleepaway Camp did. Where I was, there's an interview on the Chiller website where I said, what did I say? I said
you were at Chiller?
yeah, apparently. But they said this. I said Sleepaway Camp was when it came out. One reviewer said this is one of the worst 3 movies made of all time. Okay.
Which
and I said
Sleepaway Camp?
I don't know which other, the original.
The
and
original?
and I said, and it's funny because I'm sitting here telling you this story 25 years later, as I'm sitting here. talking about one of the worst 3 movies of all time.
And we are still still here. The fans still want us. It's great.
Well, here's the one thing that I've got an issue with. It's going to be in 3D, I heard now, too, right?
Yes.
All right, Paulie.
Terrence like that?
Paulie.
I know.
Go DeAngelo, babe. Go ahead.
Here's my question.
He doesn't want to charge for an autograph.
Are you going to be wearing short shorts in a 3D movie?
Of course, Tommy's kept the shorts.
You know what? I brought my shorts with me today. I have upstairs in my room. Tomorrow I'm showing you.
Nice.
I do. I have my whole wardrobe with me.
Yeah, my wife is very jealous.
Is there anything you want to tell us, Sean?
I was wondering why your poster was up on my.
Well, I want to, maybe we want to spread, spread some things that maybe haven't been talked about before. I was on the phone with Felissa Rose earlier tonight, and her husband.
Every day, by the way, they're best.
I've heard, believe me.
And her husband, Darren Miller, and the only thing I got from Felissa at the end of Return to Sleepaway Camp, which was very confusing to me, was she said, "Don't you get it?" I mean, she looked at me like incredulously, like, "Don't you get it? That was Angela at the end of it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And she's like, No, not Peter, Angela." And I went,
Didn't Peter die?
I thought it was Angela who died. That was the idea in the book in the beginning. And the internet rumor that is swelling to ridiculous levels is that both Peter and Angela are alive. Ricky knows something about it. You obviously know something about it because you're freaking nuts. She tied a ring around her finger, but it evaporated after 25 years.
I'm scared being right next to her. I just watched the movie again recently, and you freaked me out. I got to tell you, Desiree.
Hi, tell me.
Growing up with this woman?
I mean, I freaked you out in the film. You mean the character?
Oh, absolutely. So you actually did your job perfectly.
Thank you so much. Well, Robert Hiltzy was probably the greatest guy, the best director. Really made me feel comfortable. Till today, I'll never forget my words. I said, "Robert, the words are so stilted." I said, "I really don't think that I could do this. Think of a second actress that could replace me." He was so cute and so sweet. He said, "You will not leave the set. If I have to mime the words to you, you will stay here and do it." That was my first day. We were all on the set. I was ready to go home. It was terrible, but then it worked out because he kept encouraging me, and I just said, okay.
I just sat there going, "Man, she's fucking weird."
Well, I got to ask, whose idea was it to actually put
God forbid it should be my acting, hon. Say something nice.
It was her act. It was entirely about her, actual personality.
Desiree, whose idea was it to put the string on your finger?
Everything that I did was really Robert Hiltzy, other than my character and the acting and, feeling it and the emotions and reading the script over and over again. Robert
so
was
freaking genius.
Robert
Do you realize that you've done something that has lasted for like 25 years where
So
people are
did
like,
you.
"What the hell?"
So did you, my friend.
Were we all
Robert
just strange?
that
Did
with
Robert
the
just
finger.
cast an entire cast of like really strange, weird people? And we were like, "Well, we may not have staying power, like as far as like getting another role. We're gonna be just fine with this film."
Wait, so you guys are okay?
Sit on it.
Wait, so you guys are actually okay in the fact that you were hired because everybody thought you were weird?
Well,
No, I think there was a certain element to it.
Well, you know what? I really don't think that the fans think that we're weird people. They think that the character and the structure of the characters are so weird. But they say, people have a tendency to say, "Oh my God, you were so weird." They never say, "Oh my God, your character was so weird," as we'd say in the business.
Right.
But people just say that. We go, "Yeah, I was so weird." We don't want to be offensive.
The other thing I found interesting, though, and I always think about this, is two things. One is that I looked at Frank.
Right.
I never thought of him as Gino, but I always looked at Frank as you were like my older brother on the set.
Yes.
It was
Well,
like
you what you wrote about me also in that book. It was
Did I write
it was
something
very
very
similar
nice?
to that. Absolutely.
and as nice as Karen was, my lasting memory is like Judy scorning me, and I was like, or spurning me, and I was like, what the? I was like, why would she do that? And it's all Robert's fault,
How
it's
old
like
were you in the movie? You were
I was 17.
I thought you were 13.
No, look at me, I'm an old man.
Yeah, sure, old man. How do you like that?
I'm almost dead.
According to Lloyd Kaufman, you might be.
Yeah, that's what Lloyd Kaufman? What Lloyd Kaufman said about when he was casting Toxic Avenger. Somebody interviewed him for the musical. They said, Jonathan Tiersten's a singer, and he said, "Is he still alive?"
He's still alive.
Look in the camera, Jonathan, so they could see how young you are.
Is he still alive?
All right. The one thing I do want to ask all you guys, going back to the original film, once you finally saw the finished product, how did you react to the very end?
Why did you ask me that first?
She already knew.
I almost fainted. I took one look at that. No.
We didn't know.
I took one look at that last shot. I was like,
I didn't know.
None of them knew.
The script
I couldn't believe it. It was the shocker of a lifetime.
didn't have the last page.
It was- and then-
and we were told that nobody's
There you
getting
go.
the last
I didn't
page.
even
So
have
this
the
way,
script at all
no
until I
one is
walked
going to
in.
know what the ending is,
didn't-
except for those involved.
I didn't have
Because
anything. I didn't know
for
anything.
the duration of the editing, they didn't want us to kind of let out what was going to happen. So we really didn't find out. I didn't know until it was in the movies. I was like, oh my God!
What happened was, being that, I was in the last scene. I had the last scene of the movie. And what happened was, even when we shot that night, there was no one there. And I said, what is this all about? What am I looking at? I mean, I was looking at...
Boy, did you get a surprise.
I was looking at beyond the camera, I said, how can she be? She's a boy, I said, Rob, what am I supposed to be looking at? He says, just look beyond the camera.
That we always tried to. We used Jonathan to be the killer because with hair we were trying to. So that was confusing. Yes, because when I died,
curling
you were
iron
in the
scene, yeah.
exactly in the door frame, and that. So we sort of knew something was weird because you were dressed like with hair.
Yes, that's
So it's like, what was going on? Yeah, that was weird.
You know that I knew the whole thing.
How do you think that I felt
I didn't know.
raising someone that I didn't
I didn't
know,
know.
a
You
little
were very
boy
good.
that I turned into a little girl? I
was
mean,
on that
who
close
knew?
So wait, you guys don't
You know what I'm
what,
saying?
What went on with the guy who was...
No, the extra who took the place?
Oh my God.
No,
Wait,
we have no idea. Oh, you have a story to tell us.
Yeah,
after
he was a
27
student from
years.
SUNY Binghamton. That told you.
We got the scoop before you guys did.
You guys knew. I assumed. I was like, you guys were all, to me, you were all adults, and I was like a kid. Robert, for whatever reason, I mean, we've always had this kind of odd relationship. Yeah, it's very weird. And so Robert, for whatever reason, decided to take me into his confidence from like day one. I mean, I got the whole script, the whole thing.
Wow.
From the minute I got the role, and they wouldn't let Felissa on the set because that was very, she was 13, and that was very, not that she shouldn't have been dating me.
Wait, was there any shenanigans behind the scenes there, John?
For shenanigans. She's my best friend. It's all fine. We're very old now. Go away.
There were no shenanigans. She was 13 and her mother was there.
Well, there were no real shenanigans. It
John only wishes there were, actually.
was only like a shenan.
By the way, John has gotten even funnier, and he does great music. He's a great musician. Tell them a little bit about your...
They know. They've heard it on the show. Blah, blah.
We played it on the show, actually.
Oh, really?
Well, you only played the Beatles' Helter Skelter, for God's sake.
Well, I got to play the good stuff, right?
All right, so Ken, honestly, I had no idea that I was keeping a secret from these guys. I really didn't. All I know is that Robert told me,
You okay?
everybody knows, nobody's supposed to talk about it. That's what he told me. That's classic Robert, isn't it, by the way?
You guys actually saw it here first. It all got revealed tonight here.
Tonight he goes, I got something for you in the new movie.
Robert's very secretive, anyway.
Well, my whole thing is, with the whole secretive thing, if we're doing a new movie and the entire cast is coming back, we're going to find out more about Aunt Martha?
Okay, I don't know. I first have to read the script.
We would have to.
She doesn't believe that it's real.
No, I would like to
I
read
know
the
it's
script.
real.
I wouldn't be surprised if Robert
no
held back
script.
some info
There's
from
no
us.
script.
Maybe we'll improv the whole thing.
That's
Who
it.
knows?
There's no script.
That's how we do our show, so don't worry about it.
She's going to have an
Oh, wow.
Actually, the audition was improv. I don't know if your audition was
My
improv.
audition was an improv.
Yes,
Yeah.
so was
Yeah,
mine.
it was. It was great.
I
It
mean,
was fun.
I did have to kill a live rabbit, but other than that,
We've got revelations galore tonight. I'm digging this. I really am.
Matter of fact, when I was on the set for the first
I wonder why
one,
Peter was at the
that rabbit was
the
trying to
audition,
be
right?
funny.
when I want to tell you something, it was very fun. I was on the set for the first time. I saw all these camp counselors running around. I said to Robert, "Why did you make me Aunt Mother? I want to be a camp counselor." I was so mad, but now I'm happy that I did Aunt
25
Mother.
years later.
Right? No, I'm happy that I did Aunt Martha.
No, I'm
It's
happy
like
you were
such a
my
gr-
mother.
Oh, thank you.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up, and I'm gonna ask you how are you guys enjoying the weekend?
Fabulous so far, the best. Just great.
Better than what I could have expected.
Expected, right?
Absolutely.
A lot of fun.
I told these guys,
Go ahead, say
this is
something.
family, and Paulie knows it.
What's
Go
that?
ahead.
It is.
Is this?
Isn't it?
Are you
Oh yeah,
having a good
yeah, we're
time?
having a great time here. It's just like having,
Except we miss Felissa.
yeah, Feliss. That's what
Your
we're missing,
husband is
Feliss.
great.
We gotta have Felissa on. Well, actually, hopefully, at some point, we'll get everybody on. I want to do everybody on.
We miss you.
We miss you.
Any last words, guys?
Okay, last word. Somebody say something brilliant.
See you on the big screen. But when?
Sleepaway Camp
Only
Reunion
the shadow
3D.
knows.
No, only Bob
that's all we gotta
Hilsing
say.
knows.
Yes.
Well, only
Thank
Missy
you so
Tatosian
much.
knows. Because if anybody is, well, all of us, I think, at this point have been married at least one time, and only the females ever know.
Guys, thank you very much.
What he
Enjoy the
said,
rest of the
what he
weekend.
said.
Have a good one, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ken.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.